And good morning and welcome to the VSA Capital 5-Minute Morning Miner. It's Friday, the 3rd of December. And I hope everybody is well. Looking forward to the weekend. Mines and Money has finished now, Paul. How was it for you? Was it a good attendance? What was your favorite company you saw?
Oh, the attendance wasn't too bad. I didn't think all the people that were there were very happy to be able to meet in person with people. They did a nice job too at the venue of keeping things socially distanced or otherwise well ventilated in the expo area where most people were meeting. So I have to give them credit for that. For me, one of the top stories I would say is the Newmont Lake discovery by Enduro on the exploration side that they announced earlier this year. That's looking very promising to me to grow in size. It's a nice high-grade copper discovery up in northern BC.
Is that on the TSX?
It is, yes, indeed.
There's another one we've got to get across onto Aquis. Talking of which, just quickly, for those that didn't see the FCA new regulations that came out yesterday, there's going to be a minimum market cap now for the standard list, and there's quite a few mining companies on the standard list of £30 million, which is up from 750,000. And we all know that AIM basically has an unwritten rule of £20 million. So all of these junior mining exploration companies will not be able to list anymore on the London Stock Exchange. It is basically closed to junior exploration, which is a real shame for the mining industry. But the good news is we have the Aquis Stock Exchange, which is, in my view, the NASDAQ of London, and you will be able to list your companies there. The institutions love the Aquis Exchange. The big retail platforms are slowly taking it on board. And the really good news is because they have a more modernized and technologically driven listing procedure that is therefore quicker. Quickness when it comes to accounting and lawyers is certainly cheaper because you pay less money. So you've actually got a better result. But yeah, London is now shut to junior exploration, but Aquis is open. There you go. That was a good push for Aquis, wasn't it, Paul?
I think so. No, I'd add actually a little bit to that with some specifics for the natural resources sector, and that would be if you've got something which is a thick and high grade discovery of some kind in a commodity which the retail market is really keen on at the moment, that would be the time to be talking to VSA about an Aquis listing.
Always talk to VSA Capital. We are the leading house of this space and the leading house for Aquis. We are just amazing around here. Anyway, what other news in the actual mining space have you got, Paul, this morning?
Oh, speaking of high-grade discoveries here, this Amatsock graphite discovery that is held through Greenrock Minerals, which is a majority-owned subsidiary of AIM-quoted Alba Mineral Resources. Drilling results released today on that Amatsock Island graphite occurrence. Very, very high grade at 16 meters, 22% total graphitic carbon, and another assay of similar length and grade as well in there, and it has there's very low radioactive elements in these intercepts too, which means it won't run into any troubles with the recent concerns by the Greenland government around radioactive materials. So this thing's going to be drilled again next year, but we already have here in the Northern Hemisphere some graphite production elsewhere on island settings here. So be watching this one closely.
Interesting. Okay, anything else?
Yes, I have to say too that we had a deal signed between Uranium Royalty, the TSX listed firm, and CGN Mining, which is a Chinese firm which is both owns reactors but also owns interests in mining projects as well. That's CGN Global Uranium in the Chinese market. They sold some uranium, about 500,000 pounds of yellow cake to Uranium Royalty at a price just a little bit in excess of spot, $47.71. So this is in the case of a user actually selling back to a stockpiler in this case. So willing seller, willing buyer.
Always good when you got both of those together. Also worth maybe mentioning little mention for Mila Resources, which has just started a drill program in the Kathleen Valley gold acreage in Australia, hasn't it? Just mention it. Mila is actually sort of led by someone who used to work at VSA, actually, Mark Stevenson. So good luck with your drill program there, Mark.
Yes, I agree.
Very good. Anything else on this Friday, Paul?
And just real quickly to say that Hochschild Mining's demerger of its rare earths project in Latin America into a new TSX listing of Aclara Resources is proceeding. They filed a prospectus for a raise priced on shares at $1.70 and a raise of 35 million shares. And at that price, with success, it would bring a market cap on listing to Aclara at 276 million Canadian.
Very good. We'll call it a day there. Everybody have a lovely weekend. Paul, you have a lovely weekend, and I'll speak to you next Monday.
Very good. Thank you.